Some of y'all don't know about Professor Bear Claw, apparently, because, well, until now we've all been anonymous on the thing, right? I used to be like Captain Chaos or something strange back in the WWW days. Anyways, some of you don't know about Professor Bear Claw. It's kind of personal. More personal than scars. These are just incidental. What really makes me unique is I have a baby tooth. My lateral canine is impacted. See? I tried to go to Invisalign to get all these straightened out, and they look really neat straight. I mean, they look like tiger, but they can't straighten this. It's actually there. That's a baby tooth, fairy tooth. So I got this thing, I can look up at the sky and go crunch, 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 and the world goes, oh, what a fantastic baby. And so I have the wisdom of a 50-year-old, 180 IQ baby tooth. It like gives me the status of nurtured nature and whatever else. Even this dog over here would probably eat me if he thinks I'm delicious. Yeah, this is where I landed. Yes, that's an arrow on my cowboy ride. But no, I have a baby tooth. That's some really distinctive type stuff. Of course, the same with your bear claw. But no, that's playful. See, it's normal. Right? You gotta tape all that up or something. Anyways, no, for my clone, for the artificial womb and the colonization product, I would insist, do not fix my teeth. Keep as simple and exact as possible for as long as possible and variations. Because what this makes me is it either makes me internal investigations or it gives me child supervisor. See, I'm a child, I'm a supervisor, I have to be. And a genetic token. I got 10 fingers, I can keep my 10 fingers and 10 babies at a time, right? Like if you imagined I've studied pack behavior over here. I've had 13 dogs over here. It'd be comparable to, say, an ape in the capsule, right? Up and whatever else. Could keep 10 babies satisfied if you had bottles or whatever else, clinging to them at all times. The humans have a couple of, what they call papoose sacks or hammocks, one each side. And I'm not nibbling, but just so they have the physical motion of someone near them. Probably cradle 2 at a time, 3 at a time, really, and space or light gravity. But we got more than that. But just toss them around. I mean, and eventually go into a school setting. Space colonists would have to raise maybe up to 10 children at a time. Five would be doable. And there's odd ideas like a printed lattice of elemental compounds such as calcium, irons, all ready for the infusion that would, and we could, it could grow, I mean, just like a little spiny lattice of a bed of nails, basically, to support whatever membrane could be grown. This is all doable by today's technology, is what I'm saying. The point where the fetus contacts the membrane would actually spontaneously, I think, cause the reaction. So it's not necessarily caused inside. So just a layer of moistening, constant moistening under foundation of this thing that would basically be a large arterial surface of blood where it all gets packed in here. And they've recently come up with a DNA pump where these little cells can pump stuff, and a few of those membranes around us to circulate it would be in and out. But no, it would have to be human blood and a mixture of red and a variety of O's. Cultured. I don't know if those could be colored separately, would be the only next phase. And one of those might decant or easily be used once a year for 60, 70. I mean, for the machine, depending on its build, 60, you can get 60 decants from any of these artificial womb boots I'm talking about. So theoretically. I mean, it's not impossible, is what I'm saying. It's within the realm of physical possibility and concurrent with our nascent technologies. So yeah, I mean, you can have rows of those. You can have 20 boots on the ground, or 20 pairs of boots on the ground in 10 years, 12 years. It can be done. 2,000 to colonize, or the genetic variety of a colony, say on Mars, where 200 arrive, but you need really a selection of 40,000 unique IDs, or widely varied to progress the desired qualities of a evolutionary race, because those would mix so to adapt to a new environment. So we're talking some numbers there. But you need 2,000 to even be viable genetically, but continue to decant with, you get these certain select skills, able, smart, whatever else, jet pilots, athletes, low genetic anomalies, survival of heavy medicines. This is actually my selling point for, hey, if you're ever hit by heavy medicines and you experience 9-10 pain as you crawl yourself up from some mountainside in the hills on the Amazon anyway. It's nice to have the access to the chemicals and labs. But survival rates, survival tendencies, abilities, builds, and you could have a stock of varieties to go. But the idea of needing 40,000 cultures, which is might as well do it. But all that theoretically, and I don't agree with this, could be replaced by genetic CRISPR editing of maybe 2,000 DNAs. But still, larger splicings, larger sections is going to be healthier than trying to, the idea of just building it strand by DNA with DNA, but that's what's happening with the DNA pump, so that's happening, people. But the artificial womb is the way to, quickly take over a country, I suppose. or a planet, or moon, or station, or, I don't know. It's futurist talk. I read 10,000 fiction books by the time I was in the high school, before I turned to pure non-fiction. That's all I've done for more than 20 years. But this is some non-fiction, and the artificial womb could do it. The world's way overpopulating. It went from 6 billion, it's 8.1 billion as of 2023. Increased 0.1 billion. 100 million new, not 100 billion new residences needed. Okay? And it's going to be 20%. You already got a population crush where nobody can afford housing. And that is projected to be 10,000 in 3 years. 10 billion. Another 20% more. So, no, Elon Musk is in a vagina cave-in, if he's saying fertility. And, unless he's wanting to rush the inevitable end of the world, just the pollution alone would hit it. Violence is a guaranteed biological constant. People overpopulating. But, and the idea of trying to reduce that through space is just overreaching it. But putting 2,000 with a viable colony in the future for another planet, that's actually doable. Surprisingly. So, something that's not out of reach. But I was always a fan of electric car. That was my first idea. Being poisoned by BP, that was pretty much my obsession. So, even guys could switch their DNAs, but you just have a little army of boots on the ground at any time. Call it declassified technology, but it wasn't classified to begin with. This is just university research that I'm pretty good putting together various parts of university research for nascent technologies, and the artificial womb is probably already been done. It's very possible. This might be a first idea, a concurrent idea, or it's probably concurrent. Anybody just brushing up against technology would go, don't, 2 + 2. So, anyways. Hey, imagine this, you nanny. Hi, kid. Welcome back to the nursery. Ha ha ha. It's Captain Bearclaw. Oh, they wouldn't be afraid of space after that, wouldn't they? Bunch of memes raiding on There's nutters around here who really aren't afraid of anything. It was blind berserkers, but and those are everywhere, really. I think, again, that inevitable hostility. Not that I haven't rocked with everybody, but they're fighting in the Senate. So yeah, artificial womb might be the way to go to, I don't know. We're getting stupider and stupider, and now we got genetics involved. Tech's starting to drive human more than human. You transhumans.